Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. Here are the stories that we're following today, July 30th, 2013. In the news from the Caribbean, Bermuda introduces automatic ban for drunk drivers. Guyana dismisses U.S. report on human trafficking. Only 2 CARICOM states ranked for encouraging female entrepreneurs. Grenada's Prime Minister Keith Mitchell eyes 10,000 new jobs. Details on these headlines and more when we return.
5 million customers use Leica Mobile for affordable international mobile calls, connecting over 2.5 million mobile calls daily, helping our customers stay in touch with their loved ones, whether they be in Asia, Africa, Europe, or the rest of the world. Every 5 seconds, a new Leica Mobile customer joins our growing family, helping you to make affordable international calls across the world. Leica Mobile. Call the world for less.
Welcome back to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Siobhan Gobin. This segment of the news is sponsored by Ambrose Travel. Bermuda legislators have closed a legal loophole, and drunken drivers will now face an automatic ban, putting them off the road for at least 18 months. The loophole had left magistrates with discretionary sentencing powers in dealing with drivers caught driving dangerously or under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Anyone convicted will now face mandatory disqualification. Transport Minister Sean Crockwell, who introduced the Traffic Offences Penalties Amendment Act in 2013 in the House of Assembly, said that a 2012 amendment had omitted the word obligatory in describing sentences for the various offences. Driving while impaired or refusing to submit to a breath test now attracts a mandatory 18-month driving ban for the first offense. A 3-year ban is to be imposed for a second offense, and subsequent offenses carry a 5-year ban. The amendment also addresses people who drive a motor car, bicycle, cycle, or any other vehicle other than a motor car while under the influence of a dangerous drug. The offense carries the same penalty as driving while impaired by alcohol, with repeat offenders facing fines of up to $5,000, a ban of up to 5 years, and as many as 12 traffic points. Offenders are also potentially subject to a period of imprisonment for up to a year on the first offense, 18 months on the second offense, and 2 years for subsequent offenses. Crockwell explained that the law still allowed some discretion in sentencing, but it was restricted to special reasons attached to the circumstances of the incident, not the individual. And I quote, "Examples of special reasons might include driving someone to hospital while over the alcohol limit, driving to rescue a person from danger, and speeding to get there. Driving whilst over the limit after your drinks have been spiked or laced," he said. The Guyana government has again dismissed the latest trafficking in persons report by the U.S. State Department that placed the country and several other Caribbean countries on a Tier 2 watch list. Home Affairs Minister Clement Rohi said the local TIP task force is convinced that the report is a complete misrepresentation of the Guyana situation. Speaking on the state-owned National Communications Network, Rohi said that Guyana's response took some time because the TIP task force dissected the report so as to make a comprehensive response, which required a complete analysis. He said that having done so, the task force is convinced that the report was a complete twisting of the true situation. He said President Donald Ramuta had also made reference to the TIP report at an investment conference held at the Guyana International Conference Center in late June. And I quote, "So we took guidance from President Ramuta's statement, cabinet, and that helped to influence what we formulated as a response to the U.S. State Department. The local TIP task force said it would no longer be cooperating with the U.S. Embassy there in Guyana with respect to TIP. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago are the only Caribbean community states ranked among 20 Latin American and Caribbean countries that provide the best environments for female entrepreneurs. The Women's Entrepreneurial Venture Scope Index was released by the Multilateral Investment Fund, a member of the Inter-American Development Bank Group, and developed by the Economist Intelligence Unit. In its debut edition, the WE Venture Scope analyzes the factors that promote or hinder the success of women-owned micro, small, and medium enterprises. It is the first comprehensive and standardized assessment of the region's enabling environment for women seeking to start and grow businesses. According to the survey, Jamaica is ranked 12, while Trinidad and Tobago is placed at number 18. The survey found that Chile, Peru, Colombia, Mexico, and Uruguay provide the best environments for female entrepreneurs in Latin America and the Caribbean. The WE Venture Scope examines and scores 20 countries in the 5 areas that most affect women's entrepreneurship: business operating risk, including microeconomic risk, security, and corruption; the entrepreneurial business environment, including cost and regulatory requirements associated with starting businesses; access to finance, including the availability and use of formal financial products by women; capacity and skills, including educational advancement by women and availability of business skills training. Overall, the WE Venture Scope finds that Latin America and the Caribbean score relatively well for educational and business training opportunities for women. In nearly all countries, more than 50% of post-secondary education graduates are women, and more than half of the countries analyzed offer access to business networks. At the same time, women's access to personal and business finance is relatively poor in the region. In the majority of countries studied, less than a third of women had saved money in a financial institution within the past year, and banks finance only about 20% of their business needs, the MIF added. Grenada Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell says nearly 10,000 people could find employment in the country within the near future. Mitchell's government has embarked on what he called a major offensive for jobs, with programs such as the debushing program and the farm subsidy program. The latter is slated to employ between 1,600 and 2,000 people, while other program, the Concrete Road program, is slated to provide jobs for more Grenadians, according to Mitchell. And I quote, "The workforce is about 40,000 people, so if we have now 3,500 persons working for the 2 months and you add another 3,000 who may be there for another 2 years and another 1,500 with a concrete road project and special projects, we will take the number to 8,000 workers," he says. Several other projects are also scheduled to come on stream, including the construction of the new House of Parliament and the St. Mark's Mitigation Project, among others. And I quote, "We are looking at around 8,000 from government initiatives alone, so you could be talking about 10,000 persons who will be off the unemployment line," he said last week. Mitchell also pointed to the new jobs created at the Sandals Resort project, which will open later this year. And I quote, "We are going to see a serious dent to the employment, at least temporarily, in the country." You are watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.
Government say it's all about the food. August the 10th. Foreigners welcome to the land of oil dung. Beers and strong rum, girls hot and can done. It's all about the food. Oil Dung Fest, August 10th, Lamperman, and in the place.